kind of stresses choice and the autonomous individualized self at the expense of connections to family, to children, to spirituality, to community, and that these have kind of left us with a definition of feminism, which Germaine was so brilliant earlier today. If you did not hear her, please listen to this online, elucidating why this is so not only unattractive, but profoundly threatening and revolting to a lot of the rest of the world. It posits an image of kind of what is valuable that is so kind of lonely and materialistic and competitive that it leads people, women, looking around and saying, isn't there more? And so very briefly, I urge us to go back to Mary Wollstonecraft and the real origins of Western feminism, now global feminism, because no one owns the Enlightenment, which is the Enlightenment, which is the idea of feminism is the foundation, because we're most of the people in the world, of a universal understanding of human rights and democracy, God-given rights to freedom.
Okay, what do the rest of you think of that idea? Germaine, what do you think of that idea?
Well, now here's a wobbly idea. Mary Wollstonecraft happened to mention in A Vindication of the Rights of Woman that there was another worrying thing out there, which was the rights of animals. And she kind of skirted past boys learning to be cruel to animals, which is a bit like men learning to be cruel to other people in the army. Same deal. They learn to torture things and they think that that's making them more manly and so on. She was then responded to by a self-educated philosopher who wrote a book called A Vindication of the Rights of Brutes, meaning animals, which he thought was a pretty good put-down of Mary Wollstonecraft. Then along comes Peter Singer, professor of ethics at Monash University, and he says, well, of course, that's absolutely right. The brutes have rights as well. So then the animals have rights as well. So then we go, oh, God, what do we do now? If cows have rights and sheep have rights, especially in Australia, where they're probably being drowned at this very moment, maybe we've been getting it all wrong. Maybe we're really all bastards and we should be annihilated. It's really tough here.
Okay, so
the Enlightenment doesn't help you. The Enlightenment gives you a whole new bunch of questions. The Enlightenment is about asking questions. It's not about believing answers.
Okay.
Well, it's
Okay,
not
write
what
a
our
reply.
rulers want. Our rulers want us to shut up and believe.
Exactly, but that's why it's so revolutionary, right? I mean, one of the reasons, I want to say something on this stage, because here we are. One of the reasons I've always felt out of sync with the rest of feminism, and they're always mad at me, but I've always loved you. I didn't realize why fully until I wrote this piece, because I think you are an Enlightenment feminist, and they are Victorian feminists. It's true.
Well, I hope.
What an effective way of batting it back. That's Okay, Clem, what do you think about Naomi's theory of Enlightenment feminism, that that's the way forward for feminism?
Look, I think it's definitely worth looking into. I just wanted to actually quickly jump back and talk about sexism in the publishing industry, because I've been a freelance journo for 12 years. And the reason I go by Clem is because I couldn't get